What is a global financial crisis? A global financial crisis is a financial crisis that affects many countries at the same time. It is a period of severe difficulties that financial institutions, markets, companies, and consumers experience simultaneously. During a global financial crisis, financial institutions, such as banks, lose faith and stop lending to each other, and traders stop buying financial instruments. Eventually, most lending stops and businesses suffer significantly. In a typical global financial crisis, parties to financial contracts fear that their counterparts will not honor them. Owners of financial instruments or assets fear that their value is much lower than what they had thought. Eventually, banks stop lending and demand early settlement of loans and other financial instruments. Banks also start selling all the financial assets that they can. A global financial crisis that persists turns into a global recession. Banks stop lending, consumers spend less, and businesses' sales decline. Eventually, many companies go bankrupt and unemployment rises. Consumers worry about losing their jobs and companies fear for their survival. A country enters an economic recession when GDP does not grow for 2 consecutive quarters. When talking about the financial crisis of 2007 and 2008, people often say the global financial crisis. It was the worst global financial crisis since the Wall Street crash of 1929 and the subsequent Great Depression in the 1930s. The 2007-2008 global financial crisis was followed by the Great Recession, which lasted until 2010. It was a period of general economic decline in most countries' economies and global markets. Thank you for watching this brief video on global financial crisis.